think I'm dead. The way I haven't been on my YouTube, but I promise you I've been traveling. I've been traveling now since when? I've been traveling since the beginning of October, yes. And I've been traveling now for hell over a month. But I just definitely wanted to come on here and show y'all some love and talk about China, because that's where I've been traveling too. I've been in Asia, minding my business, doing what I do. I'm so jet lagged. I'm so jet lagged. So I want to talk about my experiences in China. If you got any questions for me, feel free. Hold up. What's this chat filter? Oh, yeah, yeah. Let's see all these messages. Let me see what else is on here. But I'm so jet lagged, y'all. I left, what was it? I left Guangzhou. Then I went to Beijing. You know, like that Beijing. Every time I say Beijing, I think about that stuff people be putting around their hair when they cut their hair. That's what I be thinking about. Then I went to Qatar. I was in, let me see, I took a 2 hour flight to Beijing. Then I had a layover for, how long was my layover in Beijing? I think it was like 5 hours or something. Let me look at my stuff. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you the real today because I got time. I definitely made some time to have this conversation and just chop it up with my YouTube crew. It's been a minute, but I'm here for it. Y'all done disown me by now, ain't it? Hold on a second. I gotta put up some more videos, but I gotta get back home to do that. I done lost my camera stand. My battery backup got confiscated at security check. I didn't bring my laptop, didn't bring my external drives. My whole head space was like, just stay light, don't pack a bunch of stuff, you know? So, in lieu of me trying to stay light, because I knew that I was gonna bring some stuff back, or um, I didn't want to get caught up in getting stuck anywhere with layovers or whatever, and just having stuff just, too much to carry. But now my big bag is in Ghana, and I'm here in Liberia, West Africa, Monrovia to be exact, where I'm from. I always try to tell y'all, but I wanted to show you better than I can tell you. So let me look at this. I'm gonna, yeah, hold on, let me show you. Okay, so for my trip that I took to get here, I started on, what's today? Thursday? I started on Tuesday. So I left Guangzhou, China, 12:15, flew out to Beijing, and that was what, a 2 hour and 55 minute flight. So almost 3 hour flight. Then I was laid over for 3 hours and 5 minutes. Then I hopped on a flight and flew from Beijing to Doha, Qatar, and I was there. That flight was 9 hours and 30 minutes long. And then I flew from um, Qatar to Ghana. The layover from Beijing, well, the layover in Doha, Qatar was 10 hours, almost 11 hours. And then I flew out of there and I went from the Doha to Ghana, and that was an 8 hour flight. And then immediately my flight was due from Ghana to Liberia, or Monrovia, Liberia. Whew. And that was like a 2 hour flight. It went pretty fast though. But after all that time on the plane, it was like it didn't matter or whatever. So I was just running with it. But yeah, man, it's been rough. It's been rough trying to get information over to people and, you know, keeping you guys in the loop and stuff. And I really apologize for that. It's just like making these long videos. I got to make sure I got the space and everything. So, and the time. And I've really been moving to Vietnam, trying to get my stuff together, which I did. I have an apartment now, and I definitely want to do an apartment tour with y'all. And I'm gonna start doing more lives on YouTube until I get back so that I can give y'all some full footage, some full video of what's going on and all the things I've been into. Because I've been into a lot, y'all. I really have. It's just being able to actually get into it, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, and that's the thing, the different platforms, like, I would say, TikTok allows me to upload stuff the fastest, and then you got Facebook or whatever. But just traveling and stuff, sometimes like China, the biggest thing with China was the internet and the security they have locked on the internet, because it's mostly that you're not able to access a lot of the apps that aren't China based. And then there's certain things too that even like in my older videos and going to different apps and stuff that they were blocking because of whatever security regulations that they got going on in their whole system. So that was new and interesting to me. But yeah, y'all come with me right quick. Let me show y'all this room that I'm in now while I'm here and I'm talking to you about China. But I'm gonna make me some coffee too. Like, I'm up, but I'm not. Like, y'all see, I really want to be asleep, but I'm so jet lagged, yo. I slept like yesterday. When I was in Doha, I slept damn near the whole 10-hour layover, and that's why I be trying to encourage y'all to get the business class, because you get to be in the lounge. You ain't got to be sitting up out in the public amongst everybody laid up on those benches and chairs and stuff. You can actually get you a little spot. So y'all come with me right quick. Let me make me some coffee while I talk to you. Then I don't know how I hurt my foot. I really don't. So I'm limping. Let me show y'all outside. Oh, it's dark still. It's like, it's 6 in the morning here. Oh, I got a whole paddock, y'all. I didn't know. I'm out here. Got a whole damn patio. Oh shit. Oh look. Oh look. What the fuck, Liberia? Y'all look. Oh no, we finna come out here and finna, since I can't sleep. Look at this, y'all. Hold up, let me flip it. Y'all, I ain't even know all this was going on. This is like a neighborhood over there. This is the hotel I'm in. They've got a pool. And I'll put the hotel in there in the comments or description. Ooh, look at the little water changing. That's such a flex. How come I'm just finding out I got a whole balcony out? This is nice, y'all. This is nice. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Then they got the little tables right there. People can park right here. Yeah, you got your little lounge chairs. And then this is the balcony. So sexy, right? 2 seats. And this is in Liberia, West Africa, my home, where I'm from. The light's gonna have me tripping. But yeah, come on, let's make some coffee and let's come back on this balcony. Let's have us a real conversation. Let me see. I can show you the room, parts of it, because I done messed up the bed for sure. And then I just threw my pants down and came in here, a little TV, a little lounge in there. You can have your little company over, a little chair they can sit in. Then got the whole wardrobe kicking. Look, these pajamas from the flight. So I'm over here tripping. I done put on these flight pajamas, don't know how to act. Now, let me see how I turn on this light so I can make me some coffee. Ain't this nice? I promise you I'm about to go and sit on this balcony. Let me see. So you can tell them if you want them not to come at all or you want them to clean up. Okay, I found some more lights. Hold up. Lights be flickering and stuff. Okay, so there go my bag and stuff. And when I got here, ain't done nothing else. Let me flip it again so I can make this coffee while I talk to y'all. Okay, so I went to China for several reasons. One, because I've never been to China, you know, and that's a good enough reason, ain't it? I don't do Splenda at all. But they got some coffee. They got some Nescafe, so let me get some water. And put this bad boy on. Look, they got these international plugs, of course. So, boom. About to make me some coffee. Oh, wait, I ain't show y'all the bathroom. Let me show y'all the bathroom while I go get the water. Let's see. You got the sink. Hold up. Cause I got my little personal items on there. I can't be showing y'all everything. Hey. I got the shower. And then that's hot and cold water. As they do in most foreign countries, you got your towel racks and stuff. So, yeah, man. Yes, I am putting coffee up in here. Getting me some hot water. Wait, look how sexy this is right here. Ain't that sexy? Okay. And then I feel so bad about my YouTube people because y'all definitely used to be one of my favorites. Don't tell nobody. But y'all definitely used to be one of my favorites when I go live. And then I just hadn't had the time. And I hate that for all of us. Or I'm in a country and I can't do Wi-Fi. Or the Wi-Fi is slow as hell. And I'm just in there. But yeah, China was a clusterfuck when it came to doing any type of content because I got 3 phones. I got one that I use religiously for Vietnam. That's my Vietnam phone. And then I got one US phone that I have a US number attached to. And I do all my US business and personal stuff through that phone. And then I got another phone that ain't even on nobody's service, and I just use a lot of times for videos and stuff like that. So I wasn't even able to do none of that. I was just like, only phone that I could use was the one that was the US attached. And again, this coffee gonna be something else. I done put coffee mix and Nescafe up in here. I'm so tripping. You can tell I'm dragging y'all because I'm so tired. Hold up. Oh, it's getting hot, but it ain't that hot yet. Let me let it get hot. But yeah, I'm tripping. I'm over here trying to, relocate to Vietnam. And then it's the rainy season. That's the main reason why I'm not in Vietnam because I don't want to be stuck in all that bad weather and rain this and rain that. And I think it ends uh, like in January, actually. I think the rainy season in Vietnam goes on until January. But check this out, y'all. This is literally my sleeping pajamas. I didn't wear it on the flight, but this is from Air Qatar. They gave me this. Got the little emblem on it. It's a round neck in the back, front. It don't have no pockets. And then it's blue bottoms. And this is a large, which makes me feel like I'm losing some weight, but I'm not. I'm eating like hell. But when I get back home, baby, I'm shutting it down. And I swear to you, I don't know how I hurt my foot on this flight, but I gotta get some ibuprofen. I gotta make it make sense. My socks done got dirty. I'm just walking around. I may need to wash a couple of things. They got a little nice little fridge in here. Yeah, but we're gonna go back on the balcony. I'm gonna talk to you. Let me talk to you. Hold up, I think it's hot enough now. Let's see. I would like a little sugar, but I can't really get into that Splenda. And I'm gonna take this. Hold up, I'm gonna take this other thing with me. So y'all ain't hopping on my live like you used to, but I get it. I've definitely been a little absent. So y'all like, she probably ain't even gonna stay on long, whatever, but nah. I'm definitely finna stay on for a minute. I'm definitely finna tell y'all some things. Even if you watch this later, you can know I'm gonna start coming back and doing more lives with y'all. Oh, this shit's beautiful. I gotta turn towards the pool right quick. Hold on. Y'all watch the pool right quick while I go and get this other little thing. That water, that the lights changing. I'll be right back. Here I am, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. Let me set this up because I like this little, how this looking. Let me set this up right. Let me set up my scenery because it's too cute not to. Hold on, let me close this door. The fact, I promise you, that I got a whole balcony out here and I ain't even know it. It's crazy work. Let's see these mosquitoes. We ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Hold on. I'm still trying to get it where I want it. Ooh. Okay, do I have a light? And see, it's not a light because that would be really lit if you could actually see the light. So let me hold it for a few so you can see. I wanted to use the pool as my background. But that's so nice. So, okay, getting into China. Let's talk visa. First and foremost, having a visa going to China is confusing because you got mainland China, then you got your SRA countries, which are special, was it, special reserve. Gosh, I keep forgetting what it means, but there are different countries like Macau and Hong Kong. And I'm so glad this is long sleeve because guess what? These mosquitoes out here, so I ain't gonna be out here too long with that going on. Let me slide over more. The pool is the whole, it's the whole reason I'm out here. And it's nice there though, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, there it is. So, the fact that, there we go. Hey, I'm gonna make it happen some way, somehow. Because I want somebody to get mesmerized by that light back there while I tell these stories about being in China and how I felt about it. First, going to Macau. Macau is very much so westernized, for lack of a better word. The Macau is a mixture of Chinese and Spanish, which the Portuguese invaded years ago. And so they took on some of their customs and everything. And so it's Spanish influence. The sun finna come up. Ooh, look at this bird up here. What is that? That's not a that's not a crow. It might be a crow. It's definitely not an eagle. Definitely not a bald eagle. Not here in Liberia. But it's enjoying the pool like I am. Cause look at that. It just don't get sexier than that. It really don't. But let me see. Man, listen. I could go sit in that mug all day. You hear me? And just do nothing. Just do nothing. Just watch it go by. So anywho, so I'm in. Oh, let me give myself some more natural. Well, some more lighting. Hold on. Let's figure that out. Boom. China got the mosquitoes that be trying to kill you. I forgot what's the disease called when they bite you. But yeah, it's a real thing. And I don't even play with China like that. But yeah, so y'all didn't seen the pool. Let me sit this down. I'm telling y'all, I'm so tired. Like, I'm jet lagged for real. Like, look at that. Wouldn't you want to just jump in there too? Stop playing with me. Y'all definitely gonna see more where I'm from, because it's been a long time since I've been here. It's been 11 years since I've been here. What's good with you? What's good with you? What's that, Sharish? How you doing? I'm kicking it. How you doing today? I'm sitting here talking about my travels and talking about how I hadn't been able to damn put nothing up because of the damn Wi-Fi and being in China and stuff. I just left China, Qatar, and Hong Kong, Beijing, Macau. So if you want to have any questions, just ask me. But I'm going to start talking about this visa process. So because I didn't know, my name is Chef Zoe, Ma Zoe, or just Zoe. My friends call me Zoe. But any one of those, it's all good. I roll with it. As long as it's written right on the check, I don't mind what you call me. But these visa process is crazy. You got to damn sure make sure you understand. I went to go fill out a visa for Macau. You didn't have to do one in advance. You could just show up and do a visa on arrival. So I get to Macau. They gave me a visa in less than 5 minutes, for real. I got a 30-day visa in less than 5 minutes. I was like, whoa. Oh, nice. How you like Sri Lanka? I've never been there. I would definitely not mind coming. What do I need to see when I come to Sri Lanka? Be my tour guide. What would you tell me I need to come and see if I come to Sri Lanka? And what's it? I've heard of Sri Lanka before. I kind of know where it is, but tell me, like, what other major countries are around Sri Lanka or cities? Because I have friends from Pakistan, India, Australia, and I live in Vietnam. So, I live in Asia, close to the Middle East and close to the U.S. So it's crazy how we can go both ways. But I love living in Vietnam. I'm not going to lie. But when I got to Macau, they gave me that visa so fast. I was like, man, this is pretty cool. So what can we do in Sri Lanka? And Macau is where, like, most of the rich Asians go to party, to go gamble and stuff like that. Okay. Kindly, and if you have to see Condi and was that? Let me see. Because why does that sound familiar to me? Karanagala. Okay. What do I have to see there? Do they have a lot of beautiful natural scenery, or is it like any events that go on, or what? Tell me, because I might just pop up in your city and you'd be like, oh my gosh, she actually came. I'm everywhere else. You just never know. How is living in Sri Lanka? Is it like easy living? How's the pay? That's pretty dope though. And see here, I just got home. Like, I haven't been home in 11 years, and this is Liberia, Monrovia, Liberia. And I just got back home. And it's like I came to memorialize my mom, but I can't be, in a sad place. This is happiness. This is what she wanted me to do. So being able to fulfill one of her dreams is like, she may not be here physically, but she's still here in spirit. So I know she's smiling right now and just happy that I actually kept my word and did what I said I was going to do. But then I went to Hong Kong to get a visa. So I went to Hong Kong to get a visa. And again, once I got to Hong Kong, it's called visa on arrival. They gave me like 3 months, literally 3 months to be in Hong Kong, which is, no, I'm sorry. I went there in October, so they gave me until like January. So what's that? Maybe 6 months. So I was like, wow, that's a long time. I like it here in Hong Kong, and the visa, and both of those visas were free. Then I'm thinking that I didn't know that there was a difference between mainland China and the islands of Hong Kong and Macau. I thought it was all the same. We can see a lot of natural things. Oh, I bet it's beautiful too. And it's snowing here? Are you serious? Oh, how do you like the snow? I'm scared of cold weather. I always try to move. I always try to move somewhere where it doesn't get too cold or not cold at all. I used to live in Las Vegas, in the U.S., and it was definitely hot all year round. But that got tiring too. So I think I'm a person that likes a little hot, a little cold, not too much of either. But I mean, is it a lot of snow in Sri Lanka right now, or is it a little bit of snow? That's crazy. So I don't know. I like, and in China right now, the weather is pretty nice. It's 1 a.m. Oh, I'm 10 years old. Oh, look at you, just a little baby. Well, I'm glad you told me that because we can't talk about everything. I got to be mindful. I thought, look, so going to school and I mean, going to China and getting those visas and stuff were crazy because it was like you go every place you went, they had a different money, they had a different flag, and they had different visa. A lot of snow. Wow, like how many feet? Is it like coming to your legs? Is it coming to your chest? How much snow is it? And what time is it there in Sri Lanka? But going to different places in China, you have to be mindful and you have to check what the visa is before you go because if you don't, you're going to be like me looking crazy. Now, what happened when I got to mainland China is that I had to show them that I was only going to be there for, because at first I thought I could be in China for 30 days. Then I found out the visa only allows you 10 days. So I had to change my plans and I had to buy a ticket from China mainland out of China. So that's when I bought the ticket to come to Ghana and to come to Liberia. And I had to show them that I had the visa to come. So first I was going to go to Ghana, but then Ghana, I'm still waiting for them to completely process my visa. But Liberia, it took only 24 hours. 100 feet? No, it's no way it's 100 feet. It's no way it's 100 feet because you wouldn't even be able to go outside. I would even take 10 feet, perhaps, maybe a foot, but not 100 feet. You got to check that again, sweetie. Make sure you understand the difference between 100 feet, 1 foot, and 10 feet. But you got time to learn, so no big deal. But I had gone to China and they were like, you can't, well, even before I left Hong Kong, because actually, before you get on the flight, say Gaia. What's Gaia? But before you get on a flight, and this is something I need a lot of people to know because they don't understand this. When you go to the airport, and let's say you want to go to Greece, just a random place. Let's say you want to go to Greece. You have to make sure that you have an itinerary, which is your flight plans and your lodging plans, where you're going to the place and however long, then the cutoff time before their visa extends. So you got to find out at least how many days can you have a visa. Some places give you 30 days, some places give you 60 days, some places give you 90 days. So I go to China and they're like 10 days. I was like, God dang. And it's U.S. citizens. It's based on your country. It's not just automatic. It's based on your country, how many days they give you in their country. So, you know, the U.S. been cutting the fucking bug. This passport has been like, oh my gosh, why do I have this passport now? Like, I really wish I had a different passport traveling because I'm telling you, when they see that U.S. passport now, it's a whole different vibe from back in the day when they used to see it. Like, you know, you could carry your passport with pride. Now it's like, oh my gosh, no. Okay, I feel you. It's okay. Don't apologize. See, we learning because I knew it couldn't be 100 feet because, baby, you wouldn't be talking to me right now if it was 100 feet. It'll be like covered all over. But 10 feet makes sense. But you stay safe. And is this 10 feet a normal amount of snow, or is it a lot of snow for Sri Lanka? And is YouTube translating what I'm saying, or do you understand English? Because either way is pretty cool. But the thing about it is, going to different countries, you got to know from where country you're coming from. You got to understand the visa. You got to understand how it works. You got to understand what you need, if you can just fly in and have it, or if you need to pay something up front. Oh, and it's okay. Don't apologize. You didn't know. See, learning is a process, so it's all good. But you got to know what type of visa you need and how to get in there. You definitely don't want to go stepping up to nobody's airport with no travel plans, nowhere to stay, and then tell them you come into their country. It's not like it used to be. You can't just hop into no country now. You got to have an itinerary. Oh, dang. What's the temperature? What's the temperature? Is the ice frozen, or can you go outside and play in the snow? You see, it's getting lighter outside. People are coming out now. Hold on a second. I want to close this on the inside so you can't see directly into my room. Let's see. Okay. Much better. Much better. So once I got into Macau, I kind of knew that I wanted to go to the casino, and they have a panda park, and it's free. I wanted to go check out the panda, so I kind of know certain things that I wanted to do, but every time I go to a city, my main thing is to explore and see what's really going on in the city. Oh gosh, you know what? I'm gonna put up some, see, people are out running and stuff. Let me show you. They fit. Look, you see him out there running, getting his workout on. So it's not early for people in Liberia and in Monrovia. People are up doing things. But I would have to show you it like when I come back and I cut up some video. But yeah, check back to my channel so you can see some things on China. China is beautiful. China is in 3025. They're future years ahead of us, and we're so behind everywhere else. I had a robot deliver food to me in China, so that was crazy, and that was unexpected. But then getting into Macau, Macau is more westernized, so it's a lot more people there that are just like rude. I just showed you got it. Now when this ends, so you can go back and watch this, you can see I showed the inside and everything. So you can go on this once I post this live, and you'll see exactly what I just showed. I got a balcony now. Look, the balcony is getting lighter, so you can actually see I got another chair. And then look at the pool. Isn't that so nice? And then you see the different houses over there, and there's houses over here, and I think that's an older building over there. But yeah, people get the wrong impression about Liberia. We definitely have some things we need to work on, but once you get into the city part, because there's a lot of like outside village area and countryside area in Liberia, now people are outside on their bikes and everything. So now people are actually coming out. See you later. Thank you for joining me. So when I got to Macau, I was like, man, these people over here are kind of rude. I don't like it. But it's that influence, and that's what I'm coming to find out. Like kids, they're walking around with their devices and stuff, you know, like in the main in the U.S. And it was just like, this is why I moved. Some of the reasons I moved, because I got tired of kids not being kids. Like kids don't come outside and play; they just be on their devices and just doing the most. Oh, you just kidding? You can stick around and you can go, and I would appreciate it either way, because I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me. I know it's early. I'm jet lagged. Like it's 6:29 a.m. What time is it? You said it was around 11 at night where you are. So yeah, either way, but where we both are is still early. But I appreciate you sticking around with me and answering me some questions about Sri Lanka. What's the official language in Sri Lanka? And then Macau is more expensive. They definitely have like a lot more for a lot of different things. But the key to Macau is shopping with the locals instead of going into the touristy places and shopping. You can definitely find some good deals. Like I got this food like with chicken and rice and stuff like that. The first night I was there was like $5, but it was a lot. I was eating it the next day as well. So I love that much about it. And then being in Macau, the currency is different. So you be in the thing with the trickery with Macau and the currency. They'll try to like if you give them a Hong Kong dollar because that's another currency that they use in Macau. They'll try to because Macau and Hong Kong, you can drive to the island of Hong Kong from Macau. That's how close they are. Or you can take a ferry, you can take a bus, you can take a taxi or whatever. But I took a Ceylon. What's Ceylon? Oh, am I saying it right? But you can take several means of transportation to go from Hong Kong to Macau. People do every day, and I think that's pretty dope. I ended up taking a ferry, which I did the first time internationally, and I liked it. The only thing I didn't really like about the ferry was that I was inside at the bottom level, which is supposed to be the premier level, but it didn't allow you to see like enough of the view for me because it felt like I was kind of surrounded by water, but up at the top I could see like the land masses and the different things coming up. So next time I might have to go cheaper just to get a better view and take some good pictures because I'm all about the visual everywhere I go. So coming here and getting in, going into Macau and stuff, and like getting around is easy, it's cheap, it's 75 cents one way on the bus as far as the public bus system. That's pretty good. But then when you start going to the shops, most of the shops, like there's two sides of Macau. There's the old Portuguese, still influenced heavily side, and then there's the side of Macau that's more modern day westernized side of Macau. So let me say that. And that modern day is more expensive. Like the hotel I was staying in, Royal Macau, if I recall, that was like it was like 140 or 200, something like that a night, something like that. I forgot which one it was, but you know, it was nice. But I feel like still, it used so supposed to be westernized. Like I had food, and I had to go down to a certain floor to ask the restaurant to actually heat up my food. You know, that was kind of crazy work because it was like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. That's some crazy work. So going down, having to warm up your food, living in that type of situation, and the cost being so high, I was like, nah, I can't. I can't. So I didn't stay in Macau too long, but I went to see the pandas and I went to see the flamingos and stuff. That was pretty dope. Like the zoo was free to the public, and you know, how can you not like that? Like I'm not a person who likes to see animals in captivity, but I'd never seen a panda before, so I wanted to go see a panda. So I took the bus over there. It was 75 cents one way. Now, had I taken the taxi, which I found out later, that shit would have been like US maybe $20 to $30 one way. So the savings was crazy, especially knowing how to travel internationally into the different cities and stuff. It's a 10-10, and it's a win-win every time. So in the sense of saying that, I went to Macau, got on the bus, took public transportation, figured that out, and it was like when you walked out my hotel, you walk through a park, and bam, you catch the bus. But here's my thing. I don't know what my expectations was on the bus, but every time I came back, it flipped, it changed, because, you know, you got the directions on how to get there. I don't know why I was thinking, because I know better. Like, I know better. If you go on a bus, you have to cross, you go one way, you get off that way. But when you're coming back, you have to cross the street to come back the other way. And I don't know why I expected differently. Like, I was in my head, or I wasn't thinking one or the other. So, I'm coming back, y'all. I stayed on the same side of the street. The bus picked me up, took me to the bus terminal. I see everybody getting off the bus. I'm like, where y'all going? Like, what's good? What's tea? And they like, you got to get off. Now, I don't speak a lick of Portuguese, and they speak Cantonese, in that part of China. I don't speak Cantonese, but they were like, "You got to get off. You got to get off." So I get off. Then I didn't have enough change to ride the bus again because I only had like dollar bills. And not even knowing at that time that I could have still put the dollar bills in there. But the thing is, they don't care if you don't have exact change. Whatever you put in there, as long as it's over the amount that's due, they're going to take it. So just remember that. So instead of understanding that, they told me I need, because they didn't have, now why you gonna have a whole bus terminal? And I feel like they was lying to me. I feel like they was being funny, but I could be wrong. Somebody can tell me in the comments. But I just felt like they was trying to be a little too much, doing a little too much. So they told me I had to go off site to come back, to get changed to come back to ride. So I see in the little distance is a little McDonald's. Now mind you, I've been having like leg issues and foot issues since freaking I started traveling for real, because it has more to do with me constantly being on my foot and not taking proper breaks. But this right here that happened to me when I was on the plane, I don't know how that happened. Maybe I was sleeping wrong in the way I set my foot down and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely bothered me. And I still hadn't gotten the ibuprofen, but I'm going to get some. So I'm over here trying to go to McDonald's. So I finally get to McDonald's. Now, Macau is posh. Macau's like, ooh, everybody got a nice car. Ooh, they $20 an hour over here working. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, the minimum income and then the way they living, these people living a rich life, okay? But then you got the people still doing labor services, and you're wondering like, how are they living and stuff. So I started talking to people, and it's like they either got to share an apartment. It's not as easy as it looks. Now I got to be mindful of these mosquitoes out here, but I got on long sleeves and these sweats, so I better not be getting bit. So once I get to McDonald's, phone go dead. I'm trying to take pictures and stuff, go live. That shit didn't work out. So all these Apple devices and stuff, here's my thing. I'm about to get rid of every last one of them, get some damn Asian devices, I promise you, because Apple is definitely running some game on us in America, and we thinking we got the best stuff, and we just don't, bruh. The only thing good about an Apple device in a foreign country, especially in Asia, because for here now in Liberia, I think Google's going to work better, and I got to put that to the test, because I try to use my maps, and that's something I'm just thinking about. Damn, if I use my Google map, maybe I would have found that shit. That's another thought for another day, but anywho, in Asia, using iMaps is the thing. Remember that. So if you need directions or anything, don't use Google. That shit gonna have you looking crazy, and you're not gonna go to the right place. So, boop, 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 boop. Got my iMaps out. Figured out where I was at. Figured out where I need to go. It'll even tell you how to use the bus or use a car or whatever to get where you need to go. So, it's pretty dope. So I went to the McDonald's. Got me a basic. They had, the only thing different that they got at McDonald's is chicken, and that's in most foreign countries. They don't have chicken in the U.S. at McDonald's, but they got it everywhere else. I guess competition or whatever. I don't know. But the menu, you know, you be thinking, oh, it's different, but it's not that much different. And again, when I start putting up my footage about different countries I've been to, food and all that other stuff, you're gonna see like the food ain't that much different. Now, traditional food, and like for instance, being in Macau, Cantonese wise, like the main thing there is like an egg tart, which is Spanish influence. You got to try egg tart from Marcus Cafe. I'm gonna tell everybody that because it just blew my mind. And since that time, I fell in love with egg tarts. But since that time, I found out that all egg tarts are not created equally. So anywho, I was able to get my change, get back on the bus. And the thing about my phone going dead is I had the directions kind of in my phone to know where to go to catch the bus to go back. And my phone went dead, so I didn't know how to get back. And then most people speak Cantonese. They don't speak English in Macau, and they don't even try. You know what I'm saying? They be looking at you like, they don't even pull up Google Translate. Like in Vietnam, I got so comfortable people pulling up Google Translate when we didn't understand each other. And Google Translate ain't the best. ChatGPT, I found out, may have some good when it comes to translation, but you got to pay just to use it, and I need free. I need free apps that work and that I can get on and do what I need to do. So then, when I finally ate some food, which I got a fillet of fish, fries, and a Fanta. So that's how basic McDonald's is, or the same thing McDonald's is. And then I was able to hop back on the bus with my correct change and get back to the hotel. So that little lesson taught me you need to be more vigilant in getting back on the right side of the road when you're traveling places. If you're going to take public transportation, you got to know how to move, and that's everywhere. Public buses go, baby. I was just doing the most. Public buses, when you go in one direction, you got to cross the street and come back the other way to come back the other way. So don't stay on that same side of the street and catch the bus. But when I'm at the damn Panda Park, man, listen, they had pandas, they had ostriches. Now, I've seen ostriches before, but I never seen them that close. Them bitches are big. That damn, the whole midsection, just huge, humongous, beaks, faces, just big. And then they coming at you, you be like, whoa, you gonna hit me because they come fast. Then the pandas, the thing I didn't like about that was they had two pandas out, and each of them had their own little space that you could actually see them take video and all this other stuff in. But when I go to see the panda, you don't know who's who. Like, they got the names and the description of the pandas, but they got them all right there. So you don't know if that's Billy, that's Bob, Jane, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure you tell people which one it is that you're looking at so you can kind of get familiar with what their temperament is like or whatever. Then when I'm at the panda window, this is the funniest thing. This is when I started seeing that, like, Chinese people, they don't play. They're very much so aggressive, and especially the men. And when they, yeah, they're aggressive. So this one lady, and what I didn't know at the time, she had taken a picture with flash, using flash, and you're not supposed to do that because that makes the animals, you know, that can set them off. So that man went to her. As soon as he took that picture, he snatched her whole freaking damn camera and like drug her. And look, everybody, including myself, looking like, oh shit, ain't said a word. But I bet you after that damn point, everybody cut their damn flash off immediately. You hear me? Immediately. So that was funny because, you know, most of the times when I see Asians, especially on the western side of the world, they're more laid back to themselves. They just be chilling. Not these Asians. They in their country. They gonna do what they want to do. So then going to Macau, I went to the damn casino, y'all. This is now I went to two different casinos. I didn't just go to one. I went to two different casinos. So MGM is the one that I normally go to when I'm in Vegas. I got membership and everything. While I go in there, I got to do a whole new membership. It's a whole different type of MGM. Now, this is the thing I don't like too about being in China. I found a lot of times they use American type names to draw you in, but it's not the same. It's not exactly the same. And another thing that, like, now when I go to the casino, it's either because I've done some hard work and it's paid off, or I just got some time and I'm just like on a what you call it, staycation, right? So I go in there and they got liquor. Like in the casinos here, I mean in America, when you go in there, they damn bring you liquor for free all night. They want you to spend that money, right? Man, in Macau, you gotta be sober. And Macau is, and the reason I wanted to go to the casino in Macau is because Macau is the largest casino in the world. And I've been to casinos on ships. I've been to casinos in major countries in the U.S. and in other major countries across the world. But I had never been to the supposedly largest casino. So, which is the Venetian. It's not even the MGM. And I went to the Venetian like a couple of nights later. Man, listen. When I went into that damn casino, they were playing games I never even heard of. Like, they were playing a Chinese type of poker. So I wanted to play at the tables, but it was like, it was nothing that I knew. And then nobody, and I mean nobody, some of the help who was moving around, they spoke English. But then too, when people be staying in foreign countries, like, yeah, I speak English, a lot of times it's not full English grammar comprehension, because when I say grammar, it's like they put words in different places and say it different ways or apply it different ways that don't really make sense. So though they've learned the language, they haven't mastered it, I guess I can say. And I'm not saying that to be offensive. I'm saying that to say, truly, when you start learning a language, it's good to actually speak that language to other people so you can kind of understand grammar structure. That's what I'm saying. Not the fact that you may not understand each word, you know? So after I talked to everybody, I was like, I'm gonna just go play the slots. So I go sit down, I'm playing the slots, bro. The slots are cheap too. And I'm playing, I'm winning. Yeah, you know how they do in the casinos, bro, where they see you coming in, especially a first timer. And when you go to the casinos over there, you got to take your passport and your visa, and you got to show them both. You can't just go up in there, and if you don't have that, you can't play. If it's expired, you can't play. So let me put that caveat in there too. So I'm in there playing. I'm getting this money. The man beside me pissed off because he losing. He finally like, I'm finna get the hell up out of here. Fuck all this shit. So I'm like, shit. So that's at the point where I should have got my ass up too. But now I'm playing. I won a little something that first night, but it wasn't much. I didn't lose, and I definitely came back with my own money, but I won a little something. So they done drew me in. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the other casino. Okay, I see how they do. So I go to the other casino a couple of nights later. Listen. Oh, wait. That first night when I went to the MGM, right? Come to find out, I'm thinking I'm cute now. I'm thinking I know how to take the bus, so I'm going to take the bus back to the hotel, baby. First of all, I stayed in that casino from like 7 to like 1. The bus stopped running at 12. So I'm running my happy eyes out there to take the bus, and I'm looking at my shit, but it's not registering that the last bus came at 12. So I'm out there for like 30 minutes and stuff. And one thing about the Asians that I don't like is y'all smoke too much. That shit gets on my nerves. I hate the smell of cigarette smoke. Now I'm smoking other shit. But that cigarette smoke, nah. Y'all got to come off that shit. Y'all give secondhand cancer in a minute. That shit pisses me off because y'all don't care where y'all light up. And I get tired of that, for real. So I go to the second damn bus. The bus coming, I'm stepping up there, honey. That bus is not even my bus number, ain't even going the way I'm going. So one thing too, like I've seen in all of China when I was riding public transportation, they have like very informative details about how to get places on the little bus thing, and I'll show you that in my video too, which I think is pretty dope. Child. Then I went to have the nerve to ask a taxi driver, and now that I live in Vietnam, I think everything's expensive. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Look, I go ask this man like, how much is it? And he was like, he hit the thing to start the meter, and it was already at 20 and some change. And I'm like, damn, they don't even start at $1. They don't even start at 0. And I know more taxi cabs, they may start like at $1, $2 and stuff like that. So I was like, nah, I ain't finna take this, because then by the time I get where I gotta go, I'll be paying for my life. So I was like, in the directions, it showed that it wasn't so far. And I was like, you know what? And this is another reason why my foot can't get better quick, because I'm always doing dangerous shit that I don't even have no business doing. I'm walking the streets of Macau. And that's how I knew that China was safe, though, in times like this. Because, girl, you can't tell me nothing. I be doing stuff like, if the average person see the slap the shit that I be doing, y'all be scared for me. But God is always with me. Now, I don't be like doing treacherous stuff. Let's get that right. I be doing some some lifeline on the line, won't cross the line, thug missile type shit, you know. So I done walked home from the damn casino, and I felt so good and proud of myself because I ain't asked nobody. I just followed the map and came home. I took a couple of wrong turns along the way. I got home safely. Ain't nobody bothered me. And then I went to the Venetian. So I was like, then my foot was hurt, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a taxi over there and see how much that is. And in actuality, once you do the conversion and everything, it was between $15 and $20 either way. So, you know, I'm exaggerating. I'm like, take that. But that's big money to them, you know. But U.S. currency and stuff, and having it is gold overseas when you want to change to any currency, you know what I'm saying? Except for the euro. Let's be fucking for real. But most currencies, you definitely get a good bit of your dollars once you switch up. And that's what I do. Like, whatever country I am, I mean, I don't normally go to the banks, because the banks sometimes they give you the current rate, you know. But if you have a bank that you deal with, and I get back the exchange rate, and I get back, when I go to the ATM, I get my ATM fees back. So that's one thing that's a plus for me. So I use the ATM to switch out a lot of times when I go to different countries. So now, see how things have changed. See how more people coming out. Hold on, let me show you. That man got a whole guy. He finna go do some work today. It's Thursday here in Liberia, so he about to be on it. That young man look like he about to go to school. And I don't know, she about to work out or something. But that's one thing I love about being from Liberia and stuff. People just be so chill. And I always say you never know when it's Friday here because people be chill. And there's just party every single day of the week, but they still gonna get up and go to work. They still gonna take care of their family and stuff like that. That's the stuff that be so, I love about where I'm from. But that second time I went to the Venetian, yeah, a couple of things pissed me off with that shit. First, when I get in there, I'm trying to take a little video because I know you can't video inside the thing, but that's a lot. People be doing it. They just don't get caught doing it. Of course, I'm an American or I'm a foreigner. They see me coming in, and I'm trying to shut my camera down fast, but they coming faster than I can shut it down. Why this man stopped me and made me delete the last video I had on my phone? I had a couple of other ones, but I deleted it. Then he ain't my delete files because for all of y'all oh, just put it in. No, he went into the deleted files. He ain't new to this. He true to this. He deleted that shit too. So he deleted that shit. I went in there. Then I went to go sign up to play some poker because that's my shit. It's the blackjack or poker. So I said, wow, the poker thing was so backed up, and guess how much they was charging for poker? Because after I did the math or whatever, I was like, I ain't, fuck that shit. I'm going home. Because that was after I played everything and I had spent some money. I was like, nah, I'm going home. It was 4,000 US to get in. I'm sorry. It was 500 US to get in on poker. And I was like, fuck that shit. Nah, I'm not gonna put 500 in my, because I already saw that they was playing with me. Because when I was waiting to go to the poker game, I'm walking around. I played a little blackjack at the table. Tell me why I put my little money on there both times. They done ate it up that quick. I'm playing the dealer now. I ain't playing nobody else. I'm like, man, fuck that. Run me my money. Get the fuck on. And then again, they had Chinese poker type games in there. I never saw before. Didn't understand how to play them or nothing. So again, it's people that speak minimal English. So it wasn't a time to learn, whatever. Then they had a little food section. You can get food and you can get non-alcoholic drinks. So this is another thing that I don't like about Chinese people, because I've seen this. They don't do this in Vietnam per se, but yes, they do. Yes, they do. I'm gonna say Asian people so far that I've seen, I don't like this, because I'm not one that does that. If you come and you need help, I'm gonna help you immediately. If you've been standing in front of me and somebody came before you, I'm gonna help them first. Then you next, I'm gonna help them. I'm gonna help you. But what constantly kept happening was, for instance, I would ask this woman for a drink. She fixing my drink, y'all. These 3 men come up and ask her for a drink. She stopped fixing my shit and go fixing all their drinks, and they're gonna come back to me I'm like, girl, keep that damn drink. I don't want it. You gotta stop Asians. I get that you love helping your people or whatever, but it shows other cultures that you don't fuck with them like that. You're not trying to be open to them. It shows them that you don't really care for them, and it's all about the money. And that's some shit I don't like. When you helping me with whatever you helping me, do not stop what you doing with me to help your homeboy, your homegirl, or your countryman, or your countrywoman, and have me sitting there waiting because I'm not from there. It's rude, and it's inappropriate, and it don't make sense, because there's an order of operation, and the order ain't help all my people then come back to you and make you wait. Nah, we ain't gonna keep doing that, because I'm gonna call it out. And then you got your other people that are from that country who will come and step in front of you. You don't see me like I'm a ghost. Nigga, am I a ghost or some shit? Am I a ghost? And just hop in front of me and start doing whatever they're gonna do for that person. Nah, that's not cool, and that's not a way to do business, and that's not how you do business. I've got a master's degree in business, and I can tell you, they don't teach us nothing about helping out the people in the country that you're from and letting everybody else wait. That's not how you do business. That's how you lose business. So stop doing that. So then I went and played the slots again, honey. They took my money, and they ain't had no apologies about it, and I had to take it sober. So when it came time, almost time for me to go play poker, I was like, you ain't getting no more of my money. Let's wrap this up. So instead of taking a bus, instead of walking, took a taxi back, because now you ain't walking across the bridge back to Macau, because that's That's like miles and miles. That's about a 30-minute ride. So you know it's about 2 hours or more as far as walking. That wasn't gonna happen. In the bus, they stopped running at a certain time, so I didn't want to play them games with the bus again. I learned my lesson. But Macau, and then they had this park that was like a green space. And the funny part about it is, or the irony in it is that the name of the park was Vasco da Gama. And that's somebody I studied when I was in school. So I knew that he was a Spanish explorer, pretty much one of those boys that came in and was about slavery taking over, and they try to make him look nice and stuff like that. And that's what I hate about Europeans and the way they try to take over stuff and the way they make stealing from people exploratory. Like, I don't fucking like that shit. So either way, it was very nice. It allowed me on several days to just go sit in the park, take some nice pictures, and just, chill out. Then one day, I went to go get some change to ride the bus. First of all, don't ever go to any restaurants or whatever in the touristy section to get shit. Not even food damn near, because it was crazy. I came in there telling her what I needed, and I ordered before I sat down. I done sat for 15, 20 minutes, and she still ain't brought me shit. Then another girl gonna come out and ask me, what do I want? I'm looking at her like, I told the other girl what I wanted. Then after she get my order and I pay her, I'm asking for the change that I need to ride the bus. Why? She thought I was giving her a tip. Like, girl, give me my damn money. Stop fucking playing with me. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. So then I hopped on the ferry. It was time to go from Macau. So I hopped on the ferry, which was another interesting thing. And again, that whole Chinese and how you treat your fellow man versus other people. I had my ticket, I had it printed and everything, right? I'm showing him, because you got to scan it, and he gonna talk about it don't scan. The man was literally like, let's say the scanner was right here, right? He was scanning up here and telling me it wasn't working, doing some bullshit on purpose, trying to play with me and my time. So I didn't care what language he spoke. He understood that I wasn't playing them games, because after he ran me around, my foot is killing me, but I'm trying to do what he's telling me to do. Gonna tell me to go get a ticket. I go show the other guy. He was like, oh, you don't need the ticket. You need to go over here. Then they all playing with me. Then I go over here. He was like, oh, you good. Go back over here. So then I finally get on the other side. Then they're going to tell me, oh, you can get on this ferry. It's about to leave. Rushing me when I didn't care. I was like 2 hours early. I was chilling. Like, now when I travel, I try to be early and I just chill, because the anxiety that I get from being like late or behind schedule is crazy work. So I really do try to just keep it simple, right? So then I go in there and I sit down, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. Let me speak to your manager. Let me speak to your higher power. So the manager comes, and I tell him, like, sir, like, this is all the stuff that happened, and this is very much so unnecessary, because you're wasting my time, and I don't need this. So he apologized profusely. And then he upgraded my whole situation. So that's how, because at first I got an economy ticket. He upgraded my ticket to Premier. And I was able to sit in the nice chairs and stuff, and had a little sandwich and something to drink. It was cute. It was cute. But the visionary visuals just wasn't there like I wanted them to be. But at the end of the day, Macau was Macau. I had some good times because I learned some stuff. And then I also went to this restaurant that was Cantonese, so I got to eat some traditional Cantonese, and I'll have that video to show y'all, pull it up or whatever. But yeah, it's like when I get back to Vietnam, I'm not going to be traveling for a good 3 months at least. And I'm going to sit down and I'm going to post a bunch of stuff. This is going to be early next year. It's a year about to end, right? And I'm going to sit down and I'm going to post some stuff. And I'm going to be YouTube to my heart. Like, for real. I got to get back into the YouTube. So hang in there with me. Come back on my lives. Talk to me. Don't treat me like a stepchild. It's not easy transitioning abroad. Some people just hop into place and they don't get to know the country. And that's the thing I don't like about a lot of influencers, no matter what the network is. It'd be like they'll hop into a country and they'll start trying to say, okay, this is nice and this is what it is, but they don't really get with the people, and that's where you miss a lot of your opportunities. Because me now in Vietnam is golden. Like, I getting to know the locals. I live in a local neighborhood. The locals are teaching me stuff. that's the vibe. So now when I go back, I'm able to move around easier, and I can tell you guys about how to truly get a place to stay in Vietnam for cheap. Because right now, my rent is not even $500. I got 2 bedroom, 2 bath condo with a balcony, and I have to pay this management fee, which comes up to about $30 or so a month, if that. If my cable's like $8, and I got some high speed cable, I ain't even. I've been in that place for like 5 days, and then I put on my boots and got in these streets, and I've been here ever since. So please, I keep telling y'all to bear patience, because when I give you the information, you're gonna be like, dang, this is what she was holding back on. But yeah, sometimes shit don't work out like you wanted to. You can hire people to do stuff. Sometimes they don't do what they supposed to. So then I got to pull that back and shit. Then I was able to go to the Canton Fair, getting back into retail. Come on, y'all fuck with me. Don't play with me. Fuck with me. But when I come on these lives, I want you to hop on, ask me some questions, because I'm your girl, especially when it comes to travel and travel consulting. I got you. There's so much knowledge I've gained over my travels. It would be not only good for your dollars in your pockets, but for your experience. Okay, so I'll see y'all soon. I've been here more than long enough, and I think I showed y'all some love today. I hope I have. And we'll talk soon, all right? All right.